children and monsters of the night. Spin your blades, take to the skies, and look down upon the city that you rule. Welcome to Monster the Ravaging. My name is Philip, and I am your humble storyteller. Side note, the fact that the game master of this system is called Storyteller is so eye-rolling and pretentious. I kind of love it. I am but a storyteller, here to share this chronicle.
It is very in the anime and Japanese world call it chunibyo.
Oh,
as in middle schooler syndrome when they come up with really weird stuff.
Really feels like the vibe. And I am joined by our wonderful players. Say, when I look into the darkness, I see myself and know myself, and I know fear, but also myself. Players.
No.
When I look into the darkness, I see myself and I know fear, and I know myself and also myself.
It's pretty good. Pretty close. How's everyone doing tonight?
Get me a helicopter.
Get thee to the helicopter. All right.
Yes.
To a nunnery, to a helicopter. Well, everyone,
Yes.
welcome. This game has been a lot of fun. We're really enjoying this. This is our 10th session of this, by the way, guys.
Which is incredible.
This one's like really, it's kind of a fun world. So I'm excited.
I've never experienced this on any of the games we've done, where it both feels like we have been playing this game forever, as long as I can remember, and also not at all.
Yeah. It's
Like-
interesting. Yeah. It is. I think it's because we slipped into it so fast.
Mm-hmm.
It came to us very naturally. So I think
Surprisingly quickly, yeah.
you will absolutely be seeing, plenty of this. I don't know what we call this universe, actually. I'm not sure what the, kind of the this World of Darkness knockoff. This goth punk
City.
1994.
We call it
The city.
Universe, the converging.
Yeah. Universe. It really has. It has to be something the something. Oh my gosh. All right.
Copter
so,
the hell
yeah. Copter the hell.
Helling.
Yeah. I like Opter the Helicking. So in
That's very catchy.
any case, whatever this universe is, we've been having a lot of fun here. Let's quickly talk about some of the other things that have happened here in the past couple sessions. I was kind of giving a rundown of what he had missed, because we, after your very climactic showdown with the gentleman who has now been identified as the Ravaging monster himself, Dr. Faust. You sought out information from him, from Ethan Langelo, which didn't make Truman mad at all. And then, working off his information, you went after some of those witches. The very witch Bianca who escaped way back in the lodge when you first saw the Ravaging take place. The second Ravaging of the night. From Bianca, you learned more of Mephistopheles, the devil with whom Dr. Faust made his compact to become the first monster. He founded the Empire Menagerie, he was a part of it, and now he is on a rampage. But what his role in this is, and what the role of the rest of them, like Lazareth, that still remains to be seen. But Truman, I will say, I didn't mention this to you, Ka. There was one other major revelation that Truman really flipped out about. When he had to ask about Lucas Saint Delacroix. And he found out that Bianca, Magnus, and Saskia, the witches who were there, did not hire Luca to protect them. She hired them to just go and do some witchcraft and host a little party. Which Truman was like, you guys are being played for patsies, like she was trying to kill you too, etc., etc. So it was a big deal. The point being,
But she didn't kill them though. That was our fault.
True.
Detail.
So, with all of this in play, Truman, using his mastery of the internet, which he invented,
Facts again.
and he is much better than any hacker you'll ever find in Prague, Truman did some hardcore outside-the-box thinking. He sent out emails asking for a meet. Upon hearing that the devils are probably already in this burgeoning cyberspace area, he sent out some emails to Mephistopheles at various 1994 appropriate subdomains. And yeah, he also sent out versions with the E's as 3s, and the O's as 0s, and the S's as 5s, because he knows what he's doing.
Oh, the S's is dollar signs.
What is this strange
He
code?
could have done that.
This cipher is so strange. I've never seen it
I did
before.
both, of course.
He
Eyes
did
as
both.
ones.
Yeah, eyes as ones.
Handled it all. A's is 4s. We got it.
And in doing so, he got a hit back. An address in Hell's Kitchen where you all are invited for a meeting. No more information, but telling Truman, letting his incredible knowledge of tech and the internet get pinged, he could tell that there was a symbol, a signature, that is not in Unicode. Whoever this emailer is, they're using they've got tech we've never seen before.
Okay.
So, with that, Gaius, you were off handling other business. But the rest of you piled into the single helicopter at your disposal, piloted by William Bluster, and you headed to Hell's Kitchen, I assume radioing Gaius to meet you there.
Oh, that's right. Hold on. At the end of the last session, I was in my helicopter, which was destroyed, and I fell into wherever. Right?
You were not in your helicopter. You were getting into Truman's helicopter to help him, and he kicked you out. You still had your helicopter, which you then took away. Oh, I should also mention, Deputy Fraser was traded away in exchange for some perfume. The Countess happily traded him to a witch in exchange for perfume. And the Countess and Johnny, did they drink a witch's brew? They did. Will that have some bearing later? Who knows?
It was delicious.
So, my friends, as two helicopters converge on Hell's Kitchen, this is where we begin. Chapter 10 of Monster the Ravaging, a chronicle of Gothic punk terror. All right. I will say that given the coordination between Harrison and William Bluster, the helicopters land perfectly at the same time. You guys have found yourselves in Hell's Kitchen. I think probably you would be. I'm gonna look at a map real quick. You'd probably be landing. Yeah, you're just landing on some rooftop somewhere there. But you're near the address you were given. If you walk down, the building in question is a totally nondescript warehouse. Unfortunately, there's no clever, the devil runs a club or the devil has a bakery or whatever. No, it's a totally nondescript warehouse. If anyone would like to make any sort of, looks around, checking things out.
I would like to smell.
Ah, very good.
Based off of the perfume we got, just to make sure.
Oh, perfect. In that case, give yourself one extra. No. I'll take that back. On this roll, because you have the perfume, go ahead and do a. What do we usually do for your perception? What attribute do we usually add?
I think it's perception, and I think it's usually wits or intelligence.
I think so.
You could do intelligence. That's fine. But give yourself an extra. No, we're not gonna do a bonus. Instead, sevens will count for you.
Oh, okay.
Sevens are a success thanks to the perfume.
All right. Let's. God.
Yes, Brandon. Yeah, Bill Bluster is the pilot of the thing. That was these players have been doing some great and Johnny's helicopter pilot is a French Canadian with the last name Legac. So there's some good stuff. There's some good stuff going on.
Okay. We're gonna spend some willpower to reroll 3 of those.
Naturally, you only got 6s now. Yep.
No, I did get 2 7s.
While he's smelling, can I just take a quick look around?
Sure.
2 7s it is.
With 2 7s, Johnny, I'll say with 2 7s, you do not smell the specific scent you're looking for, but you smell like you probably do get a whiff of it near this building, but you almost get the sense that like you're not smelling anything inside the building. In a conspicuous way, like perhaps this building is considerably masking what's inside, or what's inside isn't inside the building, kind of a vibe.
I think this place used to be a meat packing plant or something. Not quite able to get a clear bead on this specific brimstone or whatever to confirm that this is our guy. Maybe once we're in front of him.
Meanwhile, Gaius, as you're looking around, I actually want you to not do a perception. I'd like you to do an analyze. Analyze the street. You could use your intelligence for it.
Right. Yeah. What I specifically want to do is look for anything amiss, odd, or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Wow. Out of 7, only 1 10.
But
So
re-roll it.
explodes. Nope, just 1 success out of 8 dice. 1 success. I'm not gonna use willpower on this one. It's just a quick look.
I'll say with a quick look, you notice nothing amiss. You really notice nothing at all. There's like no one here. It's a totally empty street.
Isn't that odd in and of itself, though?
It would be. With more successes, you'd probably have
In
more
the
to think about
90s
it.
in Hell's Kitchen, danger lurks around every corner.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Too quiet.
We've just signed our death warrants then. This is our last session. I'm sorry, guys. I did it.
I started writing
Don't
It's
worry.
Quiet too.
Once we wrap this up, we can retire. It'll be fine.
There we go. Have I showed you guys the boat I've bought?
All I wanted is a small opera house in the countryside where I can grow
Are
corn
there any like
and sing
hot
solos.
artists or hot miscreants or hot?
As you look around, Countess, Gaius looked sort of as well, but you see no one.
Hot miscreants.
No hot miscreants around. I also will point out that when you said it's quiet, too quiet, I think because my mind was on 90s, what my hands typed was, it's quiet to Raph. And I don't know if anybody knows the specific, very early 90s reference this
I
is.
know that one.
But in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, the Ninja Turtles
it's
go,
Raph.
it's
A little
quiet,
too
a
Raph.
little too quiet. And then they run up and they see their captured brother. They go, it's Raph. And Michelangelo goes, a little too Raph. And I really like it.
I mean, Vanilla Ice was in that, if
Yeah.
y'all remember that one.
Ninja.
Wow.
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole
Um,
session.
So, in any event, you see the door on the street, but no one else is here. No hot miscreants to be seen.
Ugh, that's why I never come to this neighborhood. No art. And
Is there a
no
ladder
miscreants.
down, or are we taking a helicopter down from the roof or jumping off?
That would be pretty amazing. We land on the roof and then don't find a way down until we land in the street.
It's an empty street. That's trouble. Only one good thing. Or you do the most complicated landing of all, where you land one helicopter and then you delicately land the other on top of its rotors.
Oh no.
I was thinking, I would love to see like Harrison like just parallel parking a helicopter in the street.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I'm looking for a yellow painted ladder to go down.
A yellow painted ladder on the helicopter or on the... What's that a reference to?
On the building. Sorry, that's a video game reference that is to 2004
sure.
to understand.
Oh, understood. Well, in any event,
2024, that is, to understand.
1994.
you guys are you're way ahead of your time. So, you're on the street. You know this is the place, but you're all alone. And it's very quiet. You can hear the city in the distance, but this street seems utterly unattended.
I'd like to check my guns to make sure they're loaded and ready to go, and then put them in the back holster and walk to the door.
Absolutely. You walk to the door, and Truman, especially because you're the one walking to it specifically, as you approach, it's kind of like a heavy, like metal sort of door, like what you'd see at a warehouse. It's seems very sturdy kind of thing, but it swings, unlatches, and swings open for you.
Out towards us or in?
It opens out. But it swings out like before you approach it. It just kind of very casually opens. And within, I will tell you that it feels very warm. It's very dark. And Johnny, the smell you've been looking for, you smell very intensely coming from within the warehouse.
Either Faust or our guys in there. So one way or another, I think we found what we're looking for.
We're not going to find him waiting out here. Walks through the door.
Perfect.
Follow. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Middle of the pack.
Then, as you enter, the door closes behind you. For a moment, you probably just have to deal with the heat. The heat in this room, but as your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see that there is a couple of hallways, but there's a door not far away, open, kind of into some sort of office or space, a light on, going out into the hallway. But you could go down a different hallway if you chose, but that seems to be
Was
the
someone
only...
expecting us? Who opened this door? Did it just automatically open?
You didn't see anyone inside as you walked in. Then the door then closed behind you.
Oh.
Was this new technology? A door automatically... Wait, no. Were automatic doors a thing back in...
They were a thing. They were a
a
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
We're not that
wait,
old.
in those ancient times with the 90s, like, had they ever had, like, yeah.
Do we ever have... When did we have
Wait, they didn't have helicopters back then, did they? Did they have this yet? Yeah.
No,
Oh,
man.
like the Da Vinci ones.
Yeah. There you go. They were made of only of balsa wood and paper and a dream. Okay.
All right.
Oh, God.
Yo, Mistopheles,
There we go.
are you in?
After a moment, a voice says, oh, yeah, in here.
Okay, to be honest,
Inside-
that's not what I
from that-
expected from
From the
sound.
light?
From in the light, yeah.
I expected more cackling, like, flaming fingers, that kind of thing.
Are there any rats around here?
Ooh, make a perception intelligence.
Okay.
As you look out for a rat. You know what they look like.
Yes, I know what a rat looks like. 1-8.
There are no
That
rats.
is-
You don't see any
Oh,
rats.
wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more.
Mm.
2 8s.
No rats, and you're
Alright.
and you're twice as confident. Truman, you,
rats.
however,
Okay.
might notice. You might have a sneaking, strange feeling.
A lot of those right now.
I think that you are very attuned to your PDA,
Mm-hmm.
and you especially especially the backpack. Maybe it's because the backpack version is a little louder.
That's my favorite.
You are familiar with the different way it's running quiet, but you're just familiar with the subtle change in the sound of the battery when you are without service.
Oh, question.
Mm.
My mask. Did I do something to my mask to like tech it up a little bit?
I don't specifically remember if you. I mean, I know you made some adjustments to it. I don't know if you were like connecting it wirelessly to your.
I was in my head. I did. That's why I was just asking. It's
I
fine.
think that's probably a thing you could have done. Then in that case, you're getting that, and you look at it, and you have no connection.
Oh.
No connection at all.
Does my heat, infrared, and night vision, do those still work?
Those are working. This room is very hot. It's very hot in here.
All right.
Yeah.
Are there windows on this industrial building or something?
There were no windows in like the hallway that you entered. You believe there were some upstairs, and there was also like a loading dock on one side.
Oh,
and
I see.
you could navigate to that loading dock if you so chose.
All right. Yeah. Just before we go and engage with this high-sounding Mephistopheles, just take a quick look out the window, make sure we're still in New York and not in some...
In out of what window?
Oh.
There's no windows down here, but you could navigate your way to the loading dock if you wanted to.
I see. So it's a bit of a trek.
Bit of a trek, yes. You turn a couple corners, yeah.
Okay. Well, shall we go meet with your...
Storyteller, would I have any history with Mephistopheles being of the vampire persuasion?
No, that's a different...
Okay.
Yours is a more worldly, physical thing. You don't have the sort of infernal connection.
Is the vampire lore of this universe the same as Vampire the Masquerade's lore?
To an extent, whatever I know might be, but I don't know all of their lore.
Okay.
Let's say no. The way you're reacting, let's say no, it's not. Because I suspect you're suspecting some stuff that probably isn't going on.
It's not the blood of Cain, right?
No.
Okay, so that's very much not the Vampire the Masquerade lore.
Not the blood of Cain.
Okay.
All right. The voice will say, you can come in. I'm waiting for you in here.
You were the one that sent the
You're from online. Sorry, I can't stand up right now. You can come in though. Or I can, I'm just a little...
What?
I'll walk in.
Yeah.
Do you need like a
I'll
minute?
walk in
We
and
can
go,
wait. We can wait outside if you need to finish something off.
No, I'm good. I'm all set. Truman, you walk in and you see there is there's a gentleman. He seems to be probably mid-40s. He's very nice looking. He's probably a little, for your tastes, probably kind of preppy almost. It's probably like in a polo shirt situation.
Oh, nope, that's not yet. Never mind.
He's very, and he's kind of, very nicely coiffed hair.
You're talking about like Spader in Pretty in Pink?
Yeah, that's not bad. That's that's kind of the vibe. He's like, hey, yeah, come on in. But he's kind of at a table, and there's like another table over it. He's just a little kind of penned in right now. The table is covered in a bunch of like kind of these very small little like stuffed animals, and he's just kind of sort of stacking them up and going over them and say, where'd I put the? Where's the? There's the. Come on in. I got your email. That's fine. Come on in.
He does not have Beanie Babies.
Yeah, it's just covered in Beanie Babies. They haven't fully gone to market yet, so he's just getting them ready.
You're 13 Mephi 69 at AOL.
Sure. Yeah. You can call me Mephistopheles. It's fine. We don't have to, we don't have to use like fake. My name's Mephistopheles. You understand who I am. I'm a devil. Come on in. You.
Are you the devil or just like a devil?
Well, so it's a great question. Have a seat. You guys can pull. There's folding chairs there. You can. Yeah, please just come on over. You're good.
Wouldn't think the devil would be doing his own fulfillment of merch.
I like it. I like to use my hands. I like to put my personal touch on each and every one of these little bastards.
No, I get that. Every now and then I like to go out and break some legs on my own, I get that.
Sure, if that's what you're into. So yes, I mean obviously you're all sort of monsters. Please sit down.
What's with all the strange collectibles?
These
Who would need to buy all that weird stuff with all these characters?
It's just it's gonna take a minute, but these are gonna be something. So what can I do for you guys?
Why do you have one commemorating Princess Diana?
Don't worry about it. She's
She become queen?
in a sense. She becomes queen of somewhere. So listen, have a seat. What can I do for you? You seem like, I mean, I gotta say, no one's ever thought to email me directly, so that was you're clever. Probably gotta have to change the email at some point because that'll pick up.
Well, I don't know that I wasn't planning on extended correspondence, so but it's nice to know that we have a way to contact you.
Well,
we have a small issue that we thought maybe you could.
Wait, hold on. Just to be sure, you are the Mephistopheles because the Faust book, Metamorphosis, is a written book in this universe, correct?
Yeah, Faust. Yes, I am Mephistopheles of Faust. And to answer your question, what is your? He asked, like he kind of turns to Countess. I'm sorry. What is your name?
I'm the Countess.
Oh, but what is your name?
I am the Countess Luann.
Oh.
Everyone calls me the Countess.
Your name's Luann?
Yes.
Huh?
What, is that too provincial for you?
No,
I just never heard you say your name.
We stopped at the Countess.
Truman immediately starts to Google.
We do, but
the Countess.
He put pressure on me.
Luann.
So, point being,
He reaches into like a little black book and just makes a note.
Truman, you have Truman. Sadly, no connection. But Mephistopheles goes, okay, well, Countess Luann, great. In answer to your question, you asked, am I a devil or the devil? The answer to that is that, just like, the guy up there, the devil is a very personal idea. So, if I'm your devil, I'm the devil. Do you want me to be your devil?
I don't believe in the devil.
Oh. Okay. Well.
So are you the one that's the cause of our problems in the city right now?
I mean, I can't take all the credit. I hope so. Or
do you know what problem we're specifically looking into?
No, I don't. Have to be more specific.
Well,
is it techno? Because that's me. Yeah.
You're,
I did techno.
It's Faust.
Oh, what's he up to? What's he getting up to? He's still alive, huh? That's hilarious. I haven't checked in on him in a while. Let's see what's he going on.
I mean, is Faust able to be killed?
Sure. Hey, kill him. I'm
not an immortal infernal.
Oh well, no. I mean, he's like once he dies, his soul's just 100% mine. So that sounds great. Yeah.
So
I was wondering.
Do you want us to kill him?
Well, I mean,
you would want us to kill him.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, he'll bring about his own destruction. What's he up to? I don't have my stuff with me. What's going on up there?
Can I make a quick detect vibe to make sure that he's not impersonating a Mephistopheles from someone who's read the book and just likes to be a Mephistopheles character?
You certainly may. Give me a I think that will be wits detect vibe.
Okay. So
as it's kind of passive and you're just
running rampant in our city.
Great. Well.
Whoa. Out of 4, 0 and 8, and reroll one of them. That's 2 successes.
No, this guy doesn't seem like a devil, but he seems very confident and very calm. He seems like he doesn't think he's lying. Doesn't think he's pretending. He's not what you expected, but he's not pretending.
It doesn't sound like he is at all confused at anything that we have said or that we have shown up.
He's not a copycat devil.
No. So, So Faust has given you guys some trouble, so you're hoping to kill Faust. And are you finding him kind of hard to kill?
Yes.
Yeah. He's got some, Don't tell me the word. Don't tell me the word. I gotta think of it.
Witches?
Witches? Whoa, he's with witches? Now that's interesting.
No.
Oh, he's not with witches. Nah, that's a shame.
No.
Well, he's rampaging. No.
Ravaging.
Yeah, I told you not to tell me, but it's fine. Yeah, you're okay.
We got time. We don't have time, actually.
Okay. Well, you want to take him out? I get it. He's messing with whatever you guys have going on.
Yeah.
Because you guys do great work. Just for the record, I appreciate everything you do up there.
Yeah,
You know our work?
Well, I don't know your work specifically, but I know as monsters. And didn't Faust kind of set this up? Am I giving him too much credit in my extension myself?
I think that you're buttering us up, and I don't believe you.
Faust, he started your whole thing, right? The thing of there's the monsters and they hide and they rule the stuff. And you guys don't remember who you are and all that fun stuff?
I don't know. I was confused. I know what I am.
Well, you know what you are, but are you sure?
Yeah.
Wait, is this what the whole air quotes thing was about earlier?
Gaius, what are you?
I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
In front of these people.
You can whisper. Actually, he hands you he hands you a Beanie Baby Dolphin. Whisper it to that one. I can hear.
I whisper.
What do you whisper? These other players don't. The characters don't hear. But yeah, what do you say?
I'm a creature of the deep.
Gaius, I heard them call you Gaius. Okay, so you don't know. Okay, it's fine. So.
Wait. Sorry. Pause, Miss Cecily. Who else could you say that in front of? Like, who else besides us? We're like the only people in the world you could trust.
It kind of hurts my feelings that you didn't say it in front of us, honestly.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, the thing is, there's all out of character here. My goal necessarily kills all of you. My goal is to sink all of New York and everything in the world. I am your enemy. But for now, we're on the same side.
Were we aware of Gaius's goal, or
no?
That's
he
never have said it.
Gaius did not say that. That's just Ka explaining why he didn't.
Okay.
That is me explaining my character's thing. I'm a soliloquying to the audience right now of my ultimate goal, and you don't hear me.
Got it. I love it.
So,
well,
what was it that what was it Mephistopheles said to me in response to me whispering that?
He said, "Oh, so you don't got it." He kind of just was dismissive.
Oh,
like okay, you don't get it. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm confused.
So, okay. So okay, you're monsters, and Faust, he founded your monsters, right?
Yes.
I gave him the power to do that. So okay, so congratulations. So, in a sense, you guys work for Faust, right? Or you work for his organization?
Well, we used to.
You used to.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be part
I
of
don't
that.
know if...
Oh, he's not
sure
part.
where...
Wait, are you still part of your organization? Are you still Menageries?
Yes.
But he's not in the Menagerie anymore.
It's complicated.
Because I was gonna say if you all work for me, sort of, because if Faust works for you, don't know me, but I get it. Okay. I see why you're here. So if I understand correctly, Faust is causing trouble for you because he's not part of your organization and he's running rampant and he's gonna maybe expose everything you guys are, and he's channeling all sorts of devilry up there, and that's a big problem for you.
Well, I think that's one way of putting it.
Okay, we'll put it another way then. I'm just here with toys.
We have some questions. We're not 100% sure of what Faust, when I talked to him, didn't seem like the type that was eager to destroy everything. And yet he also killed one of my best men and began rampaging. It feels like there's maybe somebody else's hands pulling some strings. We're still trying to figure that part out.
Well,
maybe you can shed some light on it.
I don't know about any other hands in play up there. The stuff I do up there, let's be honest, what you guys are up to, that's all interesting. But you're doing what you're doing. You're making stuff bad. I'm kind of working from the pavement up, you know.
Sure.
I'm just doing this kind of stuff.
I was just thinking that since you put your hand on the scale in helping Faust out,
sure,
maybe that our interests might align in some way or another.
Well,
that
I mean, I
we
didn't.
can help you.
I didn't help.
You help us.
I didn't help him. I made a deal with him. I got something out of it.
Right.
That's been what I've deal.
Oh, Gaius, you're a smart guy.
No, I know what you get. What does he get?
Power. And
to
do anything. A lot of power. Power over everything. You kind of just the power of pleasure and life and extending his life and having all sorts of magical abilities and shaping the world to his will. Running it from the shadows, right? Finding monsters and using them to corrupt everything, right? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Does that interpretation lines up with what I know of the menagerie and what Faust is like?
Do you have any dots in lore?
No.
Then sure. Yeah.
Huh.
It basically it seems like a weird take on it, but it doesn't. Nothing seems like wrong necessarily, especially what they've learned tonight and shared with you.
Mephistopheles.
Yep.
Who's your enemy?
My enemy?
Right.
I hope I don't really. I mean.
Well, no.
All good and pious men, right? Are my enemy? Sure.
No. We have menageries. We have other forces that act against us. If there's someone working from the pavement up, there's got to be someone working from the stars down, right?
I'm not. They are so out of it. It's not even I if there's. I don't want to be rude to you, so I'll let me phrase it like this. If some angel is trying to make a run at me, please give them a hand. I honestly am starting to feel bad for them. Like they've fully lost. If they think that God died here in the they've been saying God is dead for Nietzsche. Oh, that guy was great. They've been if they think if everything we got up to in the 20th century was bad, they are not ready for the next one. We got stuff planned. Oh, baby. We have some plans. There is a guy. Oh boy. I don't need to get into it. There we got some stuff. We got some stuff going. The point is, up there, they're trying their hardest. God bless them. Bless their hearts, right?
So you don't think it could be an angel manipulating Faust or triggering him as a way to sort of try to reveal us and switch the balance of power?
That sounds really interesting. Maybe.
That's something they could do.
An angel? That would be one very clever. See, the fun thing about the angels is they never actually want to hurt anyone, So it's hard for them to do anything. Because everybody hurts. Guys,
I know
I got a lot of these things to sort of sort here. So what is I got a lot of other toys and fads. And
why are you giving them all birthdays?
Don't worry about it. Just a comparison is the. Let's not worry about it. What do you guys want?
Well, I think what we'd like is to. One of the reasons why we contacted you is the thought had occurred to me that Faust gets his power from you.
Sure.
Which means you could potentially take that power away.
Ooh, so he's got a good contract, and one thing you should know about me: I don't break a contract.
Understood.
I'll twist a contract. I'll tease a contract.
I
don't break.
Is part of the contract to not divulge the contract to others?
No, I'll divulge anything you want.
Is there a weakness that we are aware of?
Well, what could Faust do to violate the terms of his contract and nullify it?
He's done great. He's been sinning a long time. If he tries to somehow, end his life and go to heaven, through some shenanigans. He's not getting out of it. He doesn't have a way out. Oh, you think that's what he's about? He's trying to get out of it? I'd love to see him try again.
No, I wanted to see if there's just a way we could nullify the contract and he can lose his power. I don't think he's trying to
no, I don't want you to nullify the contract.
I don't think this devil wants that contract.
No. Hold now. If you guys are trying to nullify Faust's contract, now you are coming to me kind of as aggressors. I'm not interested in that.
No, I'm trying to kill him in any way possible, and I'm just exploring. I'm just asking questions.
Well, if you want to kill him, I mean, killing him's fine. That if you kill him, that pays me my dividend of his soul. So, sure.
Right. So then why don't you help us?
Because I'm patient. Because he can still produce more dividends, and your whole organization. That it's like it's a long-term investment for me. So I'm happy for him to continue fucking stuff up there.
Well, then here's a different question.
Okay.
Is there a way that you can help us?
Well,
get rid of him?
Absolutely. Now here's the trick. You want power to fight his power, right? You want a little strength?
Hold on, before we do that.
Yeah.
Can I request the terms of that contract so we know what he bargained for?
Well, I mean, I could potentially show you his contract. Not totally sure why I would. What is it you understand his power? Yeah, he wanted power. He wanted, Well, he has magic power basically. He's power over the world, power to shape it to his will.
Look here. I control the energy sector here. I know power comes through energy, so I need to know what sort of energies he has. What's the exact thing, so I know what we deal with. Am I able to use any of my skills?
You're in the energy sector. Are you doing oil?
Oh, you know my work.
Oh, God bless you, man. He reaches across, he shakes her hand. That is excellent work. One of my favorite days. Remember the Exxon Valdez? That was amazing. I was at your company. Whoever that. Oh my God, that was beautiful. I adored that. That was great. You guys. Oh, see this? I like you guys. Okay, there we go. That's amazing. What sector are you in? He turns to Johnny.
Prime.
Yep, sure.
Honestly, just running the streets here.
Great. Crime is great. I love it. He turns to the Countess. You?
I'm trying to keep all these humans educated. I'm trying to keep them all cultured.
Oh, okay.
So that they don't go crazy and lose their minds.
Oh. Okay, I'm less into that one, unless the way you're doing it is by feeding them sort of just drivel. I mean, do you give them sitcoms on television? Is that you? Did you give them? No, that's not you. Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm sure it's.
Humans are able to do that on their own. Wow,
wait,
really good.
Wait, Countess, didn't you say you were taking a meeting with someone named some Lori? Some writer in TV? Some woman you were mentioning there, I think you said her name was Lori.
I don't think it's a reference.
I get the reference. I get what he's trying to get to. I think he's trying to get to Chuck Lorre.
I am definitely talking about Chuck Lorre.
But, was Chuck Lorre writing in the 90s? What was he writing?
He was still doing jingles then. Yeah. Oh, he was on Roseanne by the 90s? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and he was getting ready to start doing his own.
I don't like Roseanne. That show's too socially conscious. There's too much thought there. No. What about you, Truman? What do you work in? What's your sphere of influence?
Oh, me. I invented the internet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right. I'm gonna say 2 words to you now. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Just guide it towards what I need. Because there's an idea there. I'm going to say 2 words. You ready?
Don't say the 2 words I'm thinking of.
Social.
Oh, no. Media.
You'll figure it out. Don't worry. Okay.
That's.
Is there any way I can do a roll or something to like break that down?
Do a.
Isn't all media social?
That's weird.
Don't you You see a movie, you talk about it, right?
You talk about it
You got,
to your friends in person.
yeah.
Johnny, I want you to imagine a world in which you could see a movie, and then you could share your thoughts on that movie with everyone in the world. Every single person. And the only way for you to break through everyone sharing their view is for you to have the most loud, over-the-top, toxic take you can come up with. Every single movie you see is either the greatest film achievement that there's ever been, or the worst, most offensive film there's ever been.
That's just movie critics. Siskel and Ebert does that every week.
Nah, they have too much nuance. They have too much understanding of the craft. I need people who don't know anything about movies.
Wait, so you're saying that movies are just gonna? There's no more middle ground. We're just gonna all the movies they're gonna make are gonna be amazing or failures.
You get the idea. Truman, go ahead and give me a. You can do a tech sphere, and tech sphere intelligence to see if you can figure out what he's saying.
Shoot, I gotta roll my.
So like a place where we could take all of the art from all of the artists.
Yes. Yeah, art.
And
Yeah.
have it all put in media, so that it can become an amalgamation that everyone can rip off.
Okay, now when you started talking Countess Luann, I was kind of like, I don't know where you're going, but this now what you're saying now, this is great. Yeah, you steal everyone's art and you just put it in a blender, and it just comes. Oh wow, Countess, that'll take
something. A journey. That'll take a real journey to get there, I'll say.
So Truman, as you begin Truman, you're basically just coding on here because you still have no, like not like a low journey or a high journey, somewhere in the middle kind of thing. Yeah. Truman, as you're typing this up with 7 successes.
Holy Christ!
I got 4 10s.
My God!
This phrase.
Don't tell me you also invented MySpace.
Yeah. If you invented
Jesus Christ.
If you invented the Facebook, you would have invented Facebook. Truman, you can see it. You can see the domination. The trick to it, Truman, and you know that you guys are years out for this, but if you're a patient guy, give it like 12 years. I mean, there's already the chat, but yeah, you're seeing it. What you need
is having everybody needs access to it all the time.
The PDA you have, everyone needs something that is orders and orders of magnitude faster than that. But that's how you get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Truman, you're seeing the beauty of it.
I thought about
like a pair everyone could just carry around with them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I thought about it. I think it sounds dumb.
So listen, my friends. The point is, if you are looking for power with which you can take out Faust, I absolutely can offer you that level of power. Here's the trick.
And what's the catch?
Well, typically I need your soul.
Ugh.
But here's the bummer.
I don't think I have a soul.
Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. None of you have souls. You have nothing to give me.
I mean, yeah, none of us are human.
Wait, can we also...
Yeah?
Can we also just put Faust's soul up as leverage? Since that's what we'd be giving you with his death?
But that means he already has Faust's soul.
I have his soul. No, I don't need his.
We don't
have
have
it's been a long time. I don't know that you're getting it.
Okay.
I'll build your social media.
I'm getting.
I'll build your social media for you.
Please, we got nerds with grievances to do that. There's no shortage of those. Right now, there's a kid getting picked on. You know, he's acting like he thinks that people don't like him because he's a nerd, but it's actually because he's an asshole. And don't worry, he'll have it figured out sooner than later. Don't you worry. You can help, but I feel like you're just gonna want to help, right, Truman? You don't need to sell that to me. You want this, man. Come on.
Yeah.
We're simpatico. Listen.
Yeah.
If you guys want power, serious power, I can provide that. But I will need some things in exchange.
What do you need?
Countess, you got any more deputies?
Of course.
Deputies.
Yeah, I mean, we just traded
I've got
deputy for a bottle of
deputies.
perfume.
I've got sailors. It was Fleet Week a couple weeks ago. I've got
All right.
a bevy of young, good-looking.
What about this thing?
Miscreant.
These things. You want me to help you move these things? These weird.
Eventually, these will sell themselves, and then they really won't. And the fun part is that's really what I'm looking for. What I want is these kids to think these are valuable, to do everything they can to get them, and then to realize they were worth nothing. That's the fun. All right, so let me make an offer to you guys. Okay. I'll write up a contract, and it will favor me, obviously, but you can look it over. But I think you might like the sound of it. So you are still a menagerie, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So here is what I need. I need your organization, not just your city, which, great city, you give me a lot of stuff, but there's worse cities. As much sadness as I can wring out of New York, boy, can I get more out of Akron.
Ugh.
You know what I mean?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Here's what I need. If I give you this power, you are going to be some of the most powerful monsters there are. You can take Faust out easy. You can probably go further than that if you want to. Is that what do they call it? They have like 17 names for it. The Nethermost Council, the Under Menagerie,
Right.
the base,
below all.
the Order Basist, all those things, right?
Yeah.
You need to get them working for me a little bit more directly. A little bit more organized. This is not something I haven't been... Faust is doing his own thing. But if I then shifted stuff around and you guys were working for me and fulfilling my requirements, I could give you some legacies of hell, some powers from there. I could give you hellfire. You know what hellfire does? It hurts in a way that all you people feel it, even Faust. You can strike him. He kind of looks at Truman's guns. Shoot him. Looks at Countess. Bite him. Looks at Gaius. Make octopuses out of hellfire. Smack him with those. If he's ravaging and that's too much strength and power, you can ravage right back if you want to. And you stay in control.
Yes, I'll take it.
You'll take it. Great. I haven't even gotten to the good ones.
Oh,
Is that?
He
Well-
hasn't even he hasn't even asked for your payment.
If I can send you infernal...
I like being in control.
Absolutely. I can send you tutors, infernal teachers, beings that can expand your mind and tell you everything you want to know, including what you things really are. You're not really that curious. You think you know, but I mean, come on, you all, at times you stay awake at night. You have dreams, uncertain. Am I a monster? Am I hundreds of years old? How far back does my memory go? How much of it's my memory? How much of it's someone else's? I know how it works for you. You can learn all you wish to. Or, I believe I know how you got outside the building you entered to get here. I know you've all flown in helicopters. But have any of you ever flown in a helicopter?
Yes, we have.
No, I don't mean a helicopter, I mean a hell. I'm sorry, hold on. Here, let me, let's, here we go. He kind of pushes his way out. Over here, this way. And he sort of walks you out of this room and kind of gestures. This way. I want to show you what I'm talking about. He opens the door into a big, empty, sort of like warehouse room. He goes, perfect. All right. I am now going to summon for you. Not a helicopter, no. But a helicopter. And he gestures.
What is that strange accent? Why'd you keep...
Suddenly, Gaius,
same
you
word
see an infertile, like, devil's own helicopter. Like, made of bone and flame and just, like, I mean, it is as cool as your helicopters are. It is 1,000 times cooler. And in the pilot seat is a literal demon.
this is physically present, not some strange trickery of illusion, is it?
You can go touch it if you want to. It's hot, but if you guys do this, you could take it. You'll be able to take it.
I'll just, motion, just go close enough just to feel the heat. You really are Mephistopheles, then. An actual devil, then, huh?
Yeah. That's me.
Huh. This
Okay.
is... This issue is... pretty big. This is huge. Huh.
What exactly do you need from us?
Well, I'll give you this power. I honestly don't care if you kill Faust or not with it, but you should be able to. In exchange, you bring your menagerie under a more direct control
I
of
was
mine.
gonna say, don't say to Brooklyn.
I don't. No one has to go to Brooklyn. What I need is for
Brooklyn
you.
was up and coming, Countess.
Yes, for artists.
She just doesn't have to actually make the commute.
For bohemians.
Yeah. What you give me is control. You allow me to use you to directly sow my influence. I don't need it, but
Use you too?
it would be helpful.
But like what? I mean, let's get some parameters here. Like, are you
Oh no,
are you
there's
directing everything we do? Is it one thing a year? Is it like, once every 10 years or
Oh no. It's as needed. Mr. Graves.
I do love it. I enjoy conferences.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have conferences.
So,
Will there be young men there?
Yeah.
Well,
Mainly young men.
wearing lanyards.
Yeah. They'll
Great.
they'll think they're real creative with how they decorate them, but yeah.
That is very specific. Why is that the... why is that what you're concerned about?
This is the agreement. I don't know how much it'll be. There might be years that pass I don't ask for a thing. There might be a year when I am asking you for something every single day. Truman,
What if we're- Yeah, go on.
I'll tell you this, it's a lot of power. You'll probably have time to do anything you want to do and anything I need you to do as well. And based on what you guys have agreed to, there's going to be a contract and it's going to favor me because I'm your devil. That means I'm the devil. But just so you understand, I don't get the impression we're not going to be on the same page about a lot of stuff.
what is that?
Because of the stuff that you guys do. I mean, Gaius, my God, keep it up.
Something that's confusing me, though.
Oh, we'll be on the same page. Sorry, I thought you said we wouldn't be on the same page.
That's what I thought too.
No, we'll be on the same page. Truman, you like my thoughts for a more social kind of media. Gaius,
Good
I don't know about that. I don't think that one's gonna work out.
Johnny, you
It's hard
just
just to get people to pick
on...
up the phone. Why would they?
Johnny, I want you to think of new kind of crimes. Ooh, here's one. I'm gonna say 2 words to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 words. Because I've got to put a definite article in. Okay. I want you to start just spitballing ideas for something called the knockout game. Okay.
The knockout game.
Yeah. Whatever you want to make of that. Do you guys not know what the knockout game is?
All right.
Okay,
If
never
we
mind.
do this, there has to be a few conditions.
Mm-hmm. You can put terms and conditions in, but I'm here to tell you, buddy.
I think
I'm right. The
from
contract.
from the sounds of it, it sounds like you'll agree to this, though. Nothing. You can't ask us anything that will harm us.
I might have some stuff that might harm you. You could take it.
Hold on.
These new powers I give you. If I send you into a fight, it might hurt, buddy. I can't put
That's
that in
fine.
the contract.
Nothing that'll directly
Oh Jesus! Also, this was already happening.
Yeah, but he wants
I
you
do
to.
too.
He's looking at you to plus it up,
Okay.
buddy.
Jesus. Okay.
You can't send us to kill each other.
Ooh, you're saying a lot of can'ts here. The terms of this contract is you get the power to do whatever you want, but then you'll have to do whatever I want. That's the term. Listen, this sounds like fun, but I've got other fun stuff. So this is kind of a take it or leave it thing. If you want this
Can
power,
you give us an example of something that you would ask us to do?
sure. Make it a policy that everyone in all your organizations encourage among the human populations you just gotta ask all women to smile more. Nothing wrong with that. They should smile. Aren't they happy?
Or when they,
Doesn't sound
when they
bad.
smile, they're so pretty when they smile. Why wouldn't they smile?
You're right for me, buddy. That's perfect.
Seems on point.
I would say I need you guys to make, I mean, you're already doing fine. I need further inroads into the healthcare industry. That's a big one for me.
Right? Why would you want to be in the healthcare industry? Isn't that about helping people and saving lives?
What? Johnny? What?
It's great if it wasn't called an industry, maybe. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. We'll see what new things we create. We'll move on from there. That's my point.
Hold on. I have something that's really confusing me about the situation here.
Oh, Kim, yes. Get me the situation and Snooky and all of them. Yeah, you got to do that for me too. Yeah, whenever
What?
that comes up, I
I've
need
never
that.
heard of any of
I
those.
need all of that. Yes, that sounds great.
What?
Jim
What the
Tan
fuck
Laundry. Johnny, why aren't you writing this? No, I know.
What?
We haven't
What are
agreed
you
yet. We
doing?
haven't agreed yet.
You,
It's
you
fine.
need Snooki.
Unrelated
I figured someone like you wouldn't have any problem with that. Can't you just get your
Hold
own
on.
Snooki?
Hold on.
Yes. What's your
Something is confusing me about this. So, here is the situation as I understand it. We have been tasked by our Under Menagerie boss. Whatever his name was? Lucifer? Not Lucifer.
Lazarus?
Lazarus. To solve this ravaging, which is by his boss, who founded the Under Menagerie, which is, doing these things for you. Which means
Oh, Faust isn't doing stuff for me.
no.
Well, not directly.
But
What I'm saying is I'm going to use
was
you
this-
to take more direct control over matters. He's just doing
Was
whatever
this-
he wants.
But he
That's
was the one
the
that founded the Under Menagerie, and now your goal is to take over the Under Menagerie.
Precisely. It's kind of a
Was that
win-win
your
for me
goal
because
the whole-
it's
Was that your goal from the start? To have them create it and you take over it?
Gaius, I'm the devil, right?
Uh-huh.
So I want to tell you that I live by the worst kind of music, jazz, okay? So what that is, and I don't mean jazz that's good, I mean the jazz that's like unlistenable. That's how I go. So the point is, I don't know. I'm just out here. We're just reacting. It's improvising. We're just working together, making sure it's the notes we don't play. And those are the ones that sound good. So we're just playing everything else. So I'm just everything else going on. That's my whole thing. So I don't know. There's not like a plan. There's themes that we might get back to. But yeah, that's the idea.
I mean, this seems pretty normal, honestly, Gaius. I mean, you just look at. Let me speak from my sphere a little bit. There's always a new population moving in, forming a new mafia, taking control of new sectors.
Right.
The older families die out, new power comes in.
Just
I just
Out of
don't know
character.
where.
you continue your.
The only thing I don't know about all of this is what you were just talking about. What the fuck is Lazarus doing with all this? Is he in on it?
That
Did
is
he-
my question. If hypothetically, this is his boss that's causing the problems. If we just leave him be, it's like this is your problem. This is your boss. What happens?
I will also
There's,
say,
like,
as a
For us, there's no
reminder,
masquerade. There's no upper power that will kill us like the
Oh, oh.
vampire masquerade.
oh no, that is what the Under Menagerie is. Like, you have been directly threatened by Lazarus on many occasions. Now he has said, back off, we'll handle it ourselves. But Truman and I think Johnny thinks it's the Hammers. But Truman strongly suspects that you guys are being played by them, and you're going to be blamed for this ravaging, and you're going to be taken out like what happened to Madrid. That is the idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, speaking of, now that we're kind of circling back around to Lazarus here, Truman, could you look something up for me on the internet?
Sure.
It's still not connected.
Not connected to anything.
Are the Hammers connected to angels at all?
They're a sect of.
I'm gonna
the
press a
church,
bunch
right?
of buttons.
Mhm.
The Crucians? What are they again?
No, they're not connected.
Crucians.
No
But
connection.
hold on.
Truman is.
They're
I love it. Oh, I love it so much.
Are you doing that gag with, like, what was it, in Scary Movie or something, where the hat just keeps getting bigger each time it cuts away?
Yeah.
Well, we keep going to his backup, so they keep getting bigger.
That's the problem.
He's destroyed so many computers. In theory, we've set back. In theory, this one night, we have set back computer technology 3 decades.
Oh yeah.
Wait, is he going back to
Destruction of these
vacuum
prototypes.
tubes now? This is final backup is the vacuum
Yeah.
tube.
It's a tank, but it's a computer. It just rolls. It's really a computer, but it's inside of a tank.
Truman. So basically,
Yeah.
so Johnny, what, as far as you know, you said Truman. Is there a connection? Truman tapped on his device for a long
Yeah, yeah.
time and just said no. Unseen by Johnny, however, Truman, you just see Mephistopheles look at you and just be like, loved it. Loved that. He loved that.
The one eye that's covered by my mask winks back.
Mhm. Yeah, it's so fun. So what do we say? Now I don't want to kick you guys out. I'm a little busy. So you're gonna take my power and then do whatever I say, or are you gonna go off and try to handle this yourselves? Choice is totally yours.
I'm in.
You're
I'm
in.
in.
Oh, I love this.
I'll bow out of this deal.
You'll bow out.
Uh,
Well, just so you understand,
Yeah.
Gaius, you may now be on the wrong side of these super-powered former friends of yours,
Yeah,
in
this is
case you're going against what I want,
Are we doing this as an all for one kind of thing? Are we all in or no one's in? Is that kind of
I'm a little more comfortable with that, but
Oh,
at the other
sorry,
hand, if you guys
more
don't, you'll just kill whichever one doesn't, if it ever comes to it. It might not.
It feels like it's going to.
I mean, break it down, guys. What do we lose? We don't lose. We gain. Not only do we become the new menagerie,
I mean,
how else are we going to take it over? How else are we
is-
going to get them to do our bidding?
Also,
Then we don't have to worry about Lazarus or any of the others.
Guys, how is it any different than how we live now? Lazarus just showed up tonight, said, go do this thing. We had to go do it. And now, and threatened to kill us. Granted, a little more indirectly than I'm sure Mephistopheles will in the future.
Very well. Give me the exact terms and conditions.
Terms and conditions, it's as I've laid out, but we'll have something
Yeah.
drawn up
We'll
real quick.
We'll sit here, we'll read the entire TOS.
He
What
goes
happens
off.
if we break the contract?
Gaius reads every TOS of every single document given to him. When he
Sure he
plays his
does.
video games, he looks at the entire thing, and if he sees something he doesn't like, he uninstalls it and returns the game back to the GameStop or whatever.
Mephistopheles says,
The,
don't worry. I'll include that, Truman. You'll see.
I think it's the electronics boutique right now.
Oh man, it is. It's EB. Oh my god, that's way.
Oh, shit, EB?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, are there still Babbages?
Oh, it might be.
Are those closed? Remember Babbages? Okay, so he is going to go.
Guys, let's be real. You rent all the games from Blockbuster first,
Yeah.
right? And then
Or, yeah,
return
or go down to Sam Goody, you know.
You can't rent computer games.
Yeah, you can't.
They don't.
Oh, maybe not. Not your
All right.
blockbuster.
He steps away to write up a
Oh, man.
contract. He says, I'll be right back, just gotta throw one together. He steps away.
Oh yeah, I'm in. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. Yeah.
I just feel... What does everyone have in intelligence?
3.
4.
4?
Two.
3,
Mhm.
2. Okay. I'm going to say that those of you with 3 and 4, although also since you weren't there for it specifically, but I would imagine they would have told you up, the only thing that is jumping out as like an unexplored avenue. You asked Bianca if he had any rivals. He hasn't talked about rivals. Countess said, "Are you a devil or the devil?" And said, if I'm your devil, I'm the devil." He kind of made it in a weird way like that.
Right.
You haven't gone down that road. Might not be a road worth going down because this guy seems powerful. And right now, he seems to be offering you a deal that sounds like it won't be perfect because it will have a lot of requirements, but will also, give you some incredible power. But if that's a thing you want to play, if that's a card you want to play, you could. I think no roll required. You suspect that if you don't, or if you sign this, that is a card you really could never attempt to play.
A rivals card?
You are pretty confident. I mean, it hasn't come out yet, but I think it's just like no roll required. You're not going to be able to sign this contract and then do anything that goes against Mephistopheles, such as like try to play his rival off against him or something. Like that's just not going to work. So if you want to find better terms or seek some other thing.
Sounds like Philip learned from, I don't know, like 63 sessions of dealing with dragons. Yeah, seems strange.
That I'm just saying this? I don't know. I think you guys should sign. You've seen the legacies I sent you?
I did look at them, yeah.
Pretty good, right? Isn't that one that just means all your damage is true damage? That one's pretty serious, right?
Yeah.
That's a good way to kill people. The only caveat to that is, the Hellfire one is, that means if you lose the contest, you take the true damage. Because whoever takes that damage, it's true damage. So that one's rough, but otherwise, oh boy, just don't lose the contest. I guess my question is, do you guys want to explore that at all? Is that a thing that either Truman or Gaius will bring up?
I'll bring that up.
Okay.
I don't think Truman would.
Okay.
Yeah. Gaius is, right now, he doesn't want to make any contract whatsoever because he already believes that he's at odds with the other 3.
Yeah.
So he's trying to think of a way to get out of this situation where if they all make the deal, they'll instantly try to kill him for not making the deal.
So you bring up
Oh, not
Ctesiphone.
Instant. I don't trust any of you guys. I know you, especially you, Pierce.
I need you right now. I mean, we got to stop this. I'm not going to instantly kill you.
There's no rush. We're clearly going to be stronger. There's
I've
no
never
rush.
instantly
We are
killed
better than
anyone.
Madrid, all right?
The Countess. I've never instantly killed anyone. That's I love it. All right, so Gaius, if you bring up Ctesiphone.
The name that came up. Who is this?
Oh,
Ctesiphone.
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 What?
Ctesiphon.
The Countess, like, what are you
an
talking
ancient city in where is it? Ancient city in
Cyprus.
modern Iraq, so Persia. No, not Iran, Iraq. So southeast of Baghdad, Ctesiphon, in the Parthian and Sasanian periods. Or
Iraq. Baghdad. Baghdad is a very, very elegant city. Saddam Hussein has done wonders for the
Oh my
Country
god,
for
this is way back in the
You are
past.
you are
Dom's there, right? But Iran's cool right now, right?
the one you're
No.
at this time. Cool in what
So you think-
sense? Cool
What
to
I-
you
sorry, what I mean-
monsters, probably.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I'm just wondering if if Iran has gone through the whole sort of revolution yet
yeah,
by now. I
yeah.
thought
In the
I thought
90s,
there
yeah,
was-
yeah.
That was like
no,
the 70s.
There's no more Shah in Iran.
Okay.
Gaius. Yes, that is a city that has a similar name. You're thinking
Thanks, Andrew.
of a devil,
Uh-huh.
a devil prescribed by Agrippa, named Ctesiphone, also Tisiphone, very linked to the Erinyes or Furies.
Hmm.
She is a kind of a powerful devil on the same level as Mephistopheles, as far as you understand. Although that's just what they said. And
Are
you don't have lore, do you? Yeah.
No, and as far as I know, they're not present in the city. We just know that they exist somewhere in the world, right?
All you know is a witch told them that Mephistopheles'
Oh.
main devil rival is Ctesiphone.
Then I have nothing to play in this thing anyway, because I don't even know if this thing exists.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, then I'll bring it up.
Yeah. Well, Gaius can have even brought it up, just not certain
Yeah.
what the meaning is. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What about how does this impact our any arrangements we might have or want to make with other entities of your level, like I don't know, Christephany or
Oh, you're bringing it up to him.
who am I?
Oh,
Just
he,
with us?
he left you guys alone to write the contract. But if you're not going to say it, he'll walk in. If you want to ask him that as he has the contract, you certainly can. He'll say, "All right, well,
I guess I'll ask ourselves here first, then, guys. What do you think about Christephany? Do we need to worry about, like, what if we want to make contracts or talk to some
Well,
other entities?
if
Is there a way
there-
to use that knowledge to play him and maybe lower the
If-
requirements of the
If
contract?
he makes deals the way I make deals, he will not allow competing things. So, if you lock yourselves into the deal with him, that is it. He won't allow you to break that under any circumstances. So, we were yeah.
You
If
think
you
we
make
could
the deal,
negotiate? You think we could negotiate a time frame on the contract? Like legitimately, like thousands of years, sure, but because there's effectively a time limit on everyone else's contracts with him. Maybe we have to impose like years, since we don't have souls and death to be bound by.
I mean, we could. Do we want to give up the power?
I mean, the power I'm interested isn't any sort of physical or magical power. So, I'm really not interested in long-term power from this devil.
Oh, that's right, guys. You don't consider yourself one of the group. What does everybody else think?
Johnny,
We're on the
Johnny, I'll, because this is your area. You have points in crime, right?
I certainly do.
All right, let's do a crime. I want you to think of this in crime terms. Do a crime and intelligence roll for me.
Sure. Okay, and then I think I get to roll what?
You can re-roll 3 for free,
Let's do that.
and then you can spend your willpower and only do it if it's
Do I get anything for rolling 666 in this particular instance?
God,
God.
I'll tell you what. The 666 will count as 1 success.
Then I have 2 successes.
Understood.
Wow.
Yeah, Johnny, the only thing that comes to your mind, it's kind of a question of if you want to deal with it, is that, in a situation where there are multiple, say there's more than one family trying to operate in an area, there's competing syndicates. If you pledge fealty to one, then it's like you're going to be screwed if you, betray them. Like that never works out, You don't go against the family. So the only thought that comes to your mind is it possible that this Ctesiphone might given everything going on, might offer you better terms than this guy would.
I think. Look, again, like I said, I don't know that this changes much. It looks like we get power and we're kind of in the same situation. My possible concern with this look, a lot of power is a lot of power, but what a lot of power can't overcome is numbers. Right? If all the monsters and all the other menageries turn on us, that is a problem. So perhaps it's worth just seeing if we can contact his arrival to see if we can get, we have leverage now. We have this offer.
It's
Right.
true. That's
All
a
right.
really good point.
So speaking of that, at this moment, he walks out with a contract. It looks fairly brief. It looks pretty short. It looks like it's not going to be like a super... Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pretty, thing. But he brings this up and says, all right, I have a contract for you. Guys, just want to tell you, we could really make some fun... We could really do some fun stuff together.
It just really feels like we're in we're gonna have a Ron in Parks and Rec situation where it just says I can do what I want.
I get Where did you get this? This is my license. He gives you the deal. The deal is in exchange for infernal power and additional support when requested and deemed necessary by Mephistopheles. You will pledge to serve Mephistopheles in the mortal world, imposing his will at his request, at your discretion. So in other words, you are given a good deal of leeway, but Truman, why don't you do an intelligence analyze? Gaius, why don't you do the same? Johnny, why don't you an intelligence crime on it? Because, criminal codes. Countess, if you'd like to roll in it, you are absolutely welcome to as well.
Am I able to use my financial sphere?
Yes,
skills?
go ahead and throw your financial sphere skills on this. Yes, you absolutely can. That's knowledge of contract law, please. And I think that would allow you some free rerolls, right?
Oh yeah, up to 5 free rerolls.
There you go. Yeah, do that.
8.
Countess, I would say... I mean,
also...
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, finish.
Yeah,
finish.
Countess, it's tricky because I don't know how much culture would go into this. Countess, if you'd like to, you could do I'd let you do a charisma detect vibe just to get your read on the situation, broader situation.
That's also basically what I was going to ask.
Okay.
I could kind of get a check on him, like a read, check his vibe.
Check his vibe. Sure, you could do that. So Truman, you had 4 successes in it, just a straight analyze. Use some willpower. Sure. Gaius is doing some big rerolls and has 5 free rerolls there.
I used 1 willpower so far, and I got 4 successes. I still have 3 dice, so let's
do it.
Reroll those.
Wait, what do I do a willpower for? To reroll any dice I want?
You
or
can
all 5
reroll
of them?
3 of them for 1 willpower.
Okay.
You can't re-roll the same die twice.
But you
though,
can't
right?
reroll the same one more than once, correct?
Okay.
So the max you could spend is 2, and you'd roll 3 then 2.
Ooh, I got a 10.
All right, it explodes.
I got 4 success.
4 successes from the Countess. Wow. Okay. Gaius.
On my charisma detect vibe.
5 successes.
5 successes. Truman, you got 4. Johnny, what are you roll? This is your crime.
So crime, I got 1 success.
Okay.
Detect 5, I have rolled a 9, 2 10s. 1 has turned into another 9, and then I had 3 left over, so I used a willpower to re-roll those. I rolled a 10, which is another 10. Okay, so that's 5.
Okay. All right.
Detect vibe, but 1 on crime.
All right. Here is the... Oh, also, Truman, you had asked about this. In other words, you guys have a great read of him and a great read of this contract. Truman, breaking this contract on your... if any of you break the contract, here's the part that probably sounds scary. If any of you break the contract, you are all deemed in breach of the contract. And forces of hell, your powers will be stripped from you, and forces of hell will come for you to take punitive action. So that is rough. If you're deemed in breach, basically, if you ever don't do his will, if you ever do something to go against what he's looking for, he can just, strip your power and kill you all. But otherwise, you kind of just do whatever you want with his stuff, and you're sort of free to act as you'd like.
Don't like that part.
Yeah, that's a rough one, but you suspected the terms. There is, however, a thing. His out is if he ever doesn't give you the sufficient power you require, the contract is simply voided. So he'll take the power back. You're free from the terms. So if he ever doesn't give you what you require, that one also doesn't sound great because that means like you're like losing a fight.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't have enough power. He's like, oh, okay, you're bad. Then contract's over, and then you have less power, and then you're out of it.
But also, like, who decides like what's required and what's? If he feels like we're being like.
Seems like he does. And to that point, so Truman and Gaius, that's what you guys have gotten from this. Countess and Johnny, the energy of Mephistopheles is this. It's like, well, this could be fun. Wasn't my plan, but this could be great. If they like it, great. If they don't, no biggie. That being said, there is well, I guess it probably wouldn't be written there. But yeah, you have a sense that he's pretty chill about stuff. It's pretty easy.
Okay.
Take it or leave it.
I don't want to rock the cart here. But do we have like a window here?
Oh, to sign?
Window of
Can we think on
consideration.
this?
Usually contracts require some amount of consideration time.
Oh, I understand. You may want to let your lawyers or whoever. Well, I'll tell you what. I imagine you have to move pretty quick. So you need this power. To what? What do you have until sunup?
Something
More or
along
less.
those lines.
Great. Tell you what I'll do. I'm in no hurry. Honestly, sometimes I think peril can be a pretty fun way. So I'll give you 24 hours. So that's well after sun's up. That's sometime tomorrow night. So take it.
Generous.
Think on it. All you gotta do is sign. The instant you do, you can have all that power you want. I'll also say this to the players. As of this moment, you guys may gain a 6th legacy. You cannot take the infernal those legacies of hell unless you sign. So if you're just like, no matter what, I want to take X legacy, then go ahead and just take that now. Otherwise, you can defer that legacy until you've actually signed. But he'll give you 24 hours. He seems, and Countess and Johnny, with your high rolls that you already had on this, you get the vibe that he's just kind of like, sure, take a few minutes. What are you going to do? Yeah, go ahead. You got the contract. Sign it. You'll have the power if you want it. If not, then it's jazz. It's just jazz. It's just atonal jazz.
Thanks.
Hold on. Yeah, sure. But one thing I need to know. You're not the one that's directly making him ravage, right? Faust, that
No.
is.
I mean, his ravaging power comes from me, sure, but that's his to use with, as that's his contract. He gets to use it. No, I'm not making him ravage.
Then, hold on. But he was acting like it was out of his control whether he was ravaging or not. Faust was.
You guys know how that works more than I do.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that, guys. I don't know that that's entirely true. I think we may have looked through that lens because that's what's true for us. But I'm stopping and thinking about it, and he came to the first when we saw it. He came to. He was surrounded by enemies. No one did anything to him that I recall, and then he.
Except for being battered by that shield and
Sure.
nearly drowned. We did that. Well, I did the drowning.
You did.
Right.
But he could have just as easily just chosen to do it.
And the helicopter, he kicked me out of the helicopter and destroyed it.
We got hell dogs? I want a hell dog.
Hellhound.
Yeah, that's it.
This is definitely my tiny hellhound.
I see.
Oh.
Hell pup.
Oh.
So, he'll say, all right, well,
All right.
just go ahead. This will be great. And Gaius, just, no, there's a lot of legacies in there, but I really think that you especially.
Is out of character or is this Mephistopheles?
He's saying it like, well, the legacies I think are even like in game, like a concept you guys like like
Right,
you call your powers your legacies, and he'll say just the legacy I'm offering you there of the infernal teacher. I really think you'd get a lot out of that. So he kind of gives you guys a nod and says, "You can come get out the way you come in. I wouldn't dawdle too long. Not sure how long we'll be connected to your plane there, but
Good. Truman gets up to go.
great."
I'll follow.
Leave two.
And I'll like look at just one of the Beanie Babies and just pick it up and just go, I don't know why. Can I have this?
Yeah.
Thanks.
What did you pick up? What is it?
It's some sort of moose.
Oh, is it Chocolate the Moose?
It is.
Born on May 12th.
Man.
Yeah. You know the funny thing about Chocolate the Moose
Is
is
that
that a little kid might get that doll and love it, and really appreciate it, and it still won't fix what's broken inside of them. Their parents will still get divorced. These are gonna be so good. The kid's gonna think it's gonna have fun. Oh, I love them. Oh, I love my job. I love my job. All right, get out of here, you crazy kids.
when we get outside, I'll get away from him.
Yeah.
I just want to look at to the group. It does occur to me. Really, what we need is true damage. Right? Now, we can easily obtain that from him. But there is another option, I think, that isn't hunting down another demon. It might be more dangerous, though.
Is it who I'm thinking of?
The other option would be to get Luca to our side.
I look at Truman.
Fucking refuse. Truman just pulls out his guns, puts them in his hands, and is just like, I'll kill you all right now. This is no.
I mean,
have you ever actually talked to her? She's actually kind of cool.
Shut your face.
Like I had,
No.
I
Take that back.
look, Truman,
take the gun.
as someone
move
who,
it.
Truman, as someone who uniquely
Truman.
understands your pain in this this moment, she's just a mercenary.
Like a really cool one. A really.
Mercenary's loyalty can be bought.
Is she though? What is her goal in this?
I know, but it sounds like we should at least talk to her.
All right, look, before we leave here, let's at least go over this Mephistopheles contract idea. Regardless of whether we try to get Luca to our side or not, this is a separate thing because it involves bigger moves. And I think we should just make some ideas here. Like, first off, is it worth going to this rival, Stephanie or whatever her name is, and seeing if we can get a better deal? Or will that just piss off Mephi and get us killed that way? Should we take this deal, then become the leaders of the menagerie through force or whatever other means, and then have somebody kind of above us, not that different from how we're at now?
I mean, I don't think shopping around for a deal is going to get either we find a better deal, right?
Right.
In which case we'll have the power, right? Equivalent, if not better, than what Mephistopheles would be offering, right? But we take his deal. My read on the guy is he's forgotten we exist now that we've walked out the door. Till we sign that contract, we don't exist anymore.
True.
Even if after we sign the contract, he forgets the deals he makes all the times until it's time to collect.
He hasn't checked on Faust in a while, he said.
Yeah,
So-
but he didn't know everything that was going on.
Here's what it doesn't matter which deal we're making, we're fundamentally missing the why everything is happening. We don't know why Luca is here. We don't know why Faust, who it seems has full faculties, if Mephistopheles, who gave him his power, is making him ravage.
Yeah. And we don't know how the Rosicrucians are behind all this.
Oh, the Vatican. What are they doing in this?
Yeah, we don't know how they have maneuvered. Maybe they've maneuvered Luca into this. Maybe
Even with enough, what the why doesn't matter if we have the power to overcome our obstacles.
The why absolutely matters. If you know why, you don't need that much power to change the world, to push a lever. Make a
That's
change.
my point. That's my point, Gaius.
Well,
This is power.
right,
You
but
take it or you don't. But that's what we're being offered here. I'm willing to take.
Wait,
this
hold
power.
on. Are you trying to tell me, an energy mogul, how power works? Are you telling me that, Truman? Your tech relies on my power.
It seems like you're the only one that doesn't get it, though.
wow. No, I think
This
there-
much
there
power.
is- but there is something here. Just something to consider. I'm not against taking the power, but Gaius does have a point. If we don't know the why, we don't know if what we're doing is walking into some sort of trap.
We were
Right.
making deals, which
We
we don't
get a-
even know would contribute to whatever goal we have.
Sometimes you get a hit, and it turns out the person you were set up to hit is a made man, and you signed your own death warrant.
Johnny,
All I'm saying is,
does Mephi seem at all like someone in our sphere of issues?
no, but
So
they're
taking his power is independent of anything else that's going on.
Not when we're taking it from the same person we're trying to kill. He's very much tied into everything that's going on. I'm not saying he's trying to do it, but all I'm saying is I would like to know why we've been put in this position before we do something like this, because I don't know if there's someone bigger than Mephistopheles that we'd be pissing off.
All right. Then
Wouldn't
what's the
take
next
us that long.
plan?
Well, do you still have Luca's phone number?
I mean, doesn't everybody memorize everybody's phone numbers? Of course.
In this era, and
Yeah,
you write it
I
on your
have
hand.
those.
Yeah.
Can you finally connect to your notes or
Can
whatever?
we go back to this? Can we go back to the steakhouse this time?
Peter Luca. All right. Well, if you're going to be
Then I'll-
contacting Luca,
I'll contact Luca and set up a meet.
all right. Well, Luca is happy. Well, she'll be happy to meet with you. But at this time, we're going to end this session. As you have received an offer for Mephistopheles. So really all that happened is you guys went into a building and got a business offer. And now you're
Classic.
meeting him. That's a
Classic
classic
move.
session for us.
No, if you really want to simplify it, yeah, but there's drama here.
Oh,
We've got more
it's so
information,
many stakes. Yeah.
all of this stuff.
There's a lot going on. Well, on that case, the other question
We're just
I'll add is yes, what is Lazareth's plan, but what is Faust trying to do?
Yeah.
Well, we will find that out perhaps
I was
next time.
about to make that joke. The 8675309.
That's her.
Um,
Luca, I've got your number.
I've got your number.
Well, thanks everyone. That was very fun. I hope Mephistopheles didn't say anything too terrible, but I gotta say, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of him. I'm a fan of his vibe.
You've had way more offensive characters than the literal devil you put before us tonight.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but he's got.
That smile idea was a real gem. I mean, really, just coming up with some winners.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
in
I
any
love that
event, thank you guys. I don't see any problem with that one. Thanks, Pierce. That's once again Pierce. Pierce, noted hater of women, as he said many times on this channel. Well, thank you all for watching. This was a lot of fun. We have some other games on the channel here. Join us tomorrow for MEI. Now, as of now, the vote for our next session.
I feel like I am the deciding
of
factor.
MEI. Well, I mean, there's other people. I don't think Galenor and Sabers voted yet. Sophia hasn't voted yet. The three of you could vote, and still, if Galenor and Saber, Pierce, and Sophia all vote, we could have a split vote. Because right now we have a 3-way tie. And everyone voted today for MEI to make it a 3-way tie, and we have 3 votes in, and they're just people are voting. The only person who has voted consistently the whole time is KJ. KJ clearly just wants you to make the specialty piece. Everybody else is voting for chaos.
Well, I kind of wanted to finally go down the rumor Havenstein, but then I felt bad because KJ kept voting for the special piece that we've been doing the research, and it's clearly her thing to make because it's a jewel thing.
Yeah.
But right now, Galenor and Saber and Sophia, just go vote for something, and then I'll vote for whatever.
I so hope that a random person just shows up and votes for one of like total whatever. So anyway, so there we go. Perfect. So with that, vote for MEI, but we'll be building something tomorrow, whether it's their signature piece or whether we will have one of the other, whether we'll finally do Rumor Has It or the Mystery Man will show up, the Mystery Mage. That's tomorrow night, Monday. Then on Friday, gotta get down on Friday, we have a very exciting part 2 of one of our Arkham Preludes, because we didn't finish this last one in one. So a play called The King in Yellow is trying to be performed by some folks, and they're wondering what the heck that means. So yeah, check that out, 1925. So please come and join that. Friday night, 7:30 p.m. And then a week from tonight, we're back with more Monster the Ravaging. Go to our Discord to interact with us and vote. If you so choose, go to our YouTube to see the old episodes of all these games, and check out the wiki to see how all these games fit together. Also, please follow all these wonderful people on their socials. That cool social media that Truman had such a hand in creating. Please follow any stuff they're up to over the next week, or whenever. Would anyone like to plug anything in particular?
Well,
Anna?
I won't be able to be here for the game next week because I will be flying to Washington, D.C. to do a book event at Bold Fork Books. Bold Forks Books?
Bold Forks Books?
Or Bold Fork Books. It's one or the other, is the name of the place.
So if you happen to be in the DC area, stop by.
If you're
Bold
in the DC
Fork.
area, please, Bold Fork.
Singular.
Singular, one fork, because it's very bold. It cannot have many.
One fork, many books.
There you
One
go.
fork, many books.
There
It's
you
a
go.
cookbook store, and we'll be doing a little event
Of
there
course it
on
is.
Wednesday, January 15th. So come
Excellent.
play with
Awesome.
me, DC.
Very cool.
What are y'all doing?
Great question. I don't know. I will say I'll just quickly hop in with my Manzukas here for this because I feel like it's pretty good. It's not like as indie as some of the other things are. It's probably fairly well known, but it is a movie that is in extremes. It has some pretty extreme people in it, and they're kind of going to the extremes of their level of acting. And it feels appropriate in multiple ways, both through who we were dealing with and the waffling we did as well. And that movie is Taylor Hackford's The Devil's Advocate.
Oh my god, I
Which
love
which
that
is-
movie.
Which is just watching Keanu Reeves underact for Keanu Reeves and watching
great.
Al Pacino overact for Al Pacino and watching a then like virtually unknown Charlize Theron ping pong between the two of them. It's so good.
I will watch it any day of the week when
But
it's
it-
on television. It's so
Yeah.
great.
So fun.
And it feels like based off
Everything
of
leads back to
who we dealt
Keanu
with,
for us, doesn't it? Everything just leads back to Keanu somehow.
we're living in his world, you know? It's just a Keanu world.
I always love movies that were just made because of a title.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
You're the
Like,
wait. I need more cocaine.
My favorite example of
Someone's
that,
the lawyer for the devil. They're the devil's advocate. Next.
my
Next.
favorite example of that, Philip, as I was talking about this the other day, is Last Christmas, the movie with Emilia Clarke.
Yeah.
Where someone listened to the first 2 lines of Wham's
Yeah,
Last Christmas. and
I
that
told-
sounds like a movie plot.
Spoiler alert for Last Christmas. I'm genuinely doing a spoiler alert for this movie. If any of the players don't want to hear this, but actually, I'm not even going to say the spoiler. That is a film. The only time I think I've ever done this where I called the twist from the trailer. I was in a movie theater. I saw the trailer and I said, "Oh, I know what this movie is," and then I went and saw it, and it was what I said it would be. Game, set, and match. Mother of dragons. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Wait, Jed, you want to plug anything?
No,
Understood.
I don't.
Well, thank you all so
Good.
much. This was great. We will see you next time. Until then, the monster is loose. Angst, helicopters, everything in the 90s is so full of angst. It's a cool time, but it's also sad.